जय गुरुदेव। आप सभी लोगों का स्वागत है एक नए एपिसोड में जिसका नाम है मिस्टिकल एंशिएंट टेक्निक्स विच कैन चेंज योर लाइफ। और आज इस एपिसोड में हम सबके साथ चर्चा करने के लिए, डिस्कस करने के लिए जो आ रहे हैं उनका नाम है स्वामी शिवपाद जी। सो we would like to welcome Swamiji, Swami Shivpad ji here in this next episode of Mystical Ancient Techniques which can change our life. So Swamiji, welcome and Jai Gurudev, Jai Gurudev. And Swamiji, give us few moments because many people are joining us. So those who are joining from VDS page, Vedic Dharma Sansthan Facebook page, I would like to suggest them they can create a watch party. So even your followers and subscribers can also able to see this discussion. And those who are watching our discussion through my YouTube channel, Swami Vaishampayan, you can also share this live link with your subscribers. जो लोग भी कुछ समय लेते हैं स्वामी जी, काफी सारे लोग हमसे जुड़ रहे हैं और जो लोग वैदिक धर्म संस्थान के पेज से जुड़ रहे हैं तो वो वॉच पार्टी क्रिएट करे तो आपके सब्सक्राइबर्स भी ये चर्चा देख पाएंगे। जो स्वामी वैशंपायन के YouTube चैनल से जुड़ रहे हैं वो भी इस लाइव स्ट्रीम को शेयर करे तो आपके सब्सक्राइबर्स भी ये दिलचस्प चर्चा देख पाएंगे। यस, तो स्वामी जी शुरू करते हैं। काफी सारे लोग ऑलरेडी ज्वाइन कर चुके हैं हमें। First, I would like to introduce Swami Shivpad ji. Many of you must have seen him. He is a very famous personality from Art of Living. But little bit of introduction about him. पहले मैं थोड़ा सा स्वामी शिवपाद जी के बारे में एक थोड़ा सा छोटा सा इंट्रोडक्शन देना चाहूंगा। आप में से बहुत सारे लोग स्वामी शिवपाद जी को ऑलरेडी जानते हैं। वो बहुत ही पॉपुलर, बहुत ही जिनका नाम बहुत है, ऐसे व्यक्तित्व है आर्ट ऑफ लिविंग फाउंडेशन से। लेकिन एक अल्प सा उनका परिचय के साथ हम शुरू करते हैं, फिर ये दिलचस्प चर्चा को आगे बढ़ाते हैं। सो स्वामी शिवपाद जी, fondly known as Swami ji, is a dedicated scholar, yoga and meditation teacher who has devoted his life to the upliftment and betterment of the society. Born into a noble family in the northeast part of India, Swamiji was often found sitting alone, observing nature and introspecting into the purpose of life. Upon his first interaction with Sri Sri Ravi Shankar ji, he chose to abandon luxury for a higher cause of serving humanity and joined the Art of Living Foundation. Swamiji, he had joined Art of Living Foundation in 1997. So from almost past 23 years, Swamiji is here with Art of Living Foundation, and he has honored many departments in Art of Living Ashram also. काफी सारे जगह पे स्वामी जी ने कार्य किया है, सेवा किया है। What I remember, he was head of the TTC department also, where, right, Swamiji, where we are conducting the teacher training program. So many of us, we know Swamiji. Swamiji traveled all around the globe, many countries, and he has taught many different programs of Art of Living there. काफी सारे देश विदेश में स्वामी जी भ्रमण कर चुके हैं और ये आर्ट ऑफ लिविंग का बहुत सुंदर ज्ञान उन्होंने काफी सारे जगह पे प्रसार और प्रचार उसका किया है। आश्रम में भी काफी साल स्वामी जी रहे और जो टीचर्स ट्रेनिंग प्रोग्राम का जो डिपार्टमेंट है उस डिपार्टमेंट को भी स्वामी जी लीड करते थे। आप में से बहुत सारे लोग स्वामी जी को बहुत अच्छे से जानते हैं, उनके पूजाओं की वजह से, उनके ज्ञान चर्चा की वजह से, उनके योगा से रिलेटेड प्रोग्राम्स की वजह से और बहुत सारे अलग अलग कार्यक्रमों की वजह से। सो स्वामी जी, आपका फिर से एक बार तहे दिल से हम स्वागत करते हैं। स्वामी जी, a warm welcome, and we all welcome you here in this very interesting and beautiful discussion. Welcome, Swami ji.
Thank you so much, Swamiji, and I'm really grateful for inviting me. And I'm really grateful to you.
Thank you, Swami ji. So, Swami ji, as you know, the title of this discussion is Mystical Ancient Techniques Which Can Change Your Life. So here first we would like to know what you think about this title, because mysticism is something very special for everyone, no, in their life. जो भी रहस्य होता है, जो भी गुप्त होता है, उसकी एक स्पेशल जगह होती है हर किसी के जीवन में. So Swami ji, we will start our discussion with this title and slowly we will sip into our main the topic. So first we would like to know your take on this title, then we will go ahead.
You know, Swamiji, this country is so unique. Our culture is so unique. Our traditions are so unique. So in many thousand years back, our ancestors, they realized that this whole world, the universe, is a perfect combination of matter and energy.
Right.
So human can only perceive matter. Human can only understand matter up to a certain extent. But human cannot understand the energy completely. And that was the difference between our country and other culture. Because they were completely into the matter. So they used to feel, they used to think that matter only can give you happiness. But our culture, our ancestors, our, in traditions, they realized that the matter is limited, but the energy is vast. And energy is actually something very unique, which is beyond your intellect. You cannot understand it completely, but at the same time, you want to understand it. And that's why from the tradition, from 1,000 years, it's going on that we don't depend on the matter. We don't believe in five senses. We go beyond that, and that is the uniqueness in our culture. हमारे देश में ना हजारों साल से ये चले आ रहे हैं कि हम बहुत साल पहले समझ गए थे, हमारे पूर्वज, ये पूरे संसार मैटर माने पदार्थ और ऊर्जा का एक परफेक्ट कॉम्बिनेशन, एक समन्वय है. पदार्थ को हम समझ सकते हैं कुछ हद तक, उसको एनालाइज कर सकते हैं, उसके बारे में जानकारी, बट एनर्जी के बारे में जानकारी लेना, उसको समझना बहुत ही असंभव है. इसीलिए हमारे पूर्वज अलग अलग देवताओं को भी अलग अलग एनर्जी के साथ जोड़ते थे, जैसे ब्रह्मा सृजनात्मक शक्ति ऊर्जा, विष्णु शक्ति पालन शक्ति, शिव शक्ति ध्वंसात्मक. सो एनर्जी इटसेल्फ इज समथिंग very interesting, mystical. उस एनर्जी के बारे में जब आप जानना शुरू करते हो या उस रास्ते पे चलते हो, तभी आप एक विस्मय में चले जाते हो कि ये है क्या. ये जो स्पेस है, ये इतना पावरफुल है कि ये स्पेस में हर क्षण जीवन बन रहा है और जीवन शरीर नष्ट हो रहा है और शरीर बन रहा है. हजारों शरीर, डिफरेंट तरह के शरीर बन रहे हैं, हजारों शरीर नष्ट हो रहा है. ये स्पेस में कितना कुछ छुपा हुआ है. तो इस आकाश तत्व ही एक रहस्यमय चीज है, और इस आकाश तत्व के बारे में जानकारी लेना, इसके बारे में समझना, ये हमारी इंद्रिय से परे है. सो हमारे देश में, हमारे परंपरा में, हमारे पद्धतियों में इसी को प्राधान्य दिया गया कि जो तुम नहीं जानते हो, नहीं समझते हो, वहां पे भी कुछ है, वहां पे भी एक सुंदर दुनिया है. And that's why the purpose of Guru was that actually. That Guru is not a body. Guru is to come and introduce you to the infinite, the infinite universe, the beyond your small mind. There is also something, and that only Guru can introduce to you. Guru can connect you with that. That is my understanding about this mystical, this topic, Swamiji.
Wonderful, Swamiji. स्वामी जी ने बहुत अच्छे से जो बताया कि दो चीजों से पूरी सृष्टि बनी है. एक सूक्ष्मतम वो ऊर्जा भी है और जो भौतिक मटेरियलिस्टिक चीजें है, उस दोनों का संगम से यह सृष्टि बनी है। और जो वेस्टर्न कल्चर है उसमें मटेरियलिस्टिक चीजों को बहुत अच्छे से उन्होंने समझा है, लेकिन थोड़ा सा वो कमी रह गई है उनमें, जहां पे वो उस सूक्ष्मतम ऊर्जा को, और वो ऊर्जा सबसे ज्यादा मिस्टिकल है। सो वंडरफुली स्वामी जी यू हैव मेंशन्ड दिस, because the energy is the important part. Without that subtle energy, that completeness you will not find. It is a combination. The whole universe is the combination of matter and energy, and both things are important. And mysticism, very nicely you have mentioned, mysticism is related with this subtle part, that energy part, where everything is mystical, because we are not able to see it. We can feel it maybe, but you need to understand the energy. It is not a matter of no understanding something with your intellect or with your senses maybe. बहुत ही सुंदर स्वामी जी, आपने आज हम सब लोगों के लिए एक बहुत नया दायरा खोल दिया आपने, कि हम लोगों को भी एक बहुत अलग समझ मिल गई कि यस, ये मिस्टिसिज्म में क्यों इतना आकर्षण है लोगों का। यस स्वामी जी, तो आज का ये जो हमारा चर्चा का जो विषय है, विस्मयो योग भूमिका,
Right.
तो we would like to know something about this particular topic. So what exactly this topic means? What exactly our ancestors, or from where this shloka is coming up? ये कहां से आया है, किसने बताया है? We are very eager to know all these things about all this particular topic.
समझिए 9th सेंचुरी 9वीं शताब्दी में एक व्यक्ति कश्मीर में, जहां पे अभी शालीमार गार्डन है, उसको महादेव पर्वत का नाम दिया गया था। उस जमाने में उसको महादेव पर्वत कहा जाता था। So he used to live in that Mahadev Parvat, which is nowadays we call it Shalimar Garden. And his name was Vasugupta. And Vasugupta wrote this scripture called Shiva Sutra. So some people say there are 3 different stories. Some people say that Vasugupta directly got it from Shiva in his dreams. Some people say some other world people, we call them aliens, they came and they gave it to Vasugupta. Or some people say some Siddhas, some Devatas, they gave it to Vasugupta. In the Shiva Sutra, it's so amazing. It's all about Agama. It's all about Tantra. There are 2 different divisions in our traditions, Veda and Agama, the theoretical and the practical part. So the Shiva Sutra is Kashmiri Shaivism, where they emphasize on Tantra, the practical part of it. So in that Shiva Sutra, it's mentioned that Vishmaya Yoga Bhumika, wonderment is the preface of yoga. Now, I used to think about it a lot, that I was so confused about this sutra. The moment I start thinking, how come Vishmaya Yoga se jod sakte hain? How it is possible? And then, after many years, I want to tell you the story. I was reading about physiology, about our human body, and I was reading about the birth process, how we come on this earth. And actually what happens, I tell you. So one cell, when the conception, when the sperm and the egg comes together, they form one cell. वो एक कोशिका को बनाते हैं। और वही एक कोशिका माइटोसिस एंड म्यूसिस सेल डिविजन से पूरे शरीर को बनाता है, राइट? नाउ मेरा क्वेश्चन ये था कि ये एक कोशिका इतनी बुद्धि कहाँ से है उसके अंदर? How come it's so intelligent? It knows everything, where to create nose, where to create eyes, where to create ears, everything that one cell knows. That means that cell has immense amount of intelligence. It knows everything. And then when the body is created, the most unique part, हम समझते कि ये एक शरीर है, हम एक है, but ये एक है नहीं. हम एक्चुअली एक कॉम्बिनेशन है करोड़ों करोड़ों कोशिकाओं की. we are a combination of trillions and trillions of body cells, and they're all intelligent and they're all self-dependent. They have mitochondria where they can create their own energy. अब ये शरीर बन गया, लाखों लाखों करोड़ों कोशिकाएं इकट्ठा हो गए, अब उनमें से संयोग शुरू हो गया, योग सूत्र बन गया न्यूरॉन्स। और ये न्यूरॉन्स एक तरह की फ्रीक्वेंसी, एक तरह की सिक्रेशन करके आपस में संवाद आदान प्रदान करते हैं। और मॉडर्न मेडिकल साइंस कहते हैं कि ये लोग बातचीत करते हैं। द न्यूरॉन्स दे through the synapses, axon and dendron, they create some signal and they actually talk to each other. Now, how complex this structure is? शुरू हुआ था एक कोशिका से, और एक कोशिका ने पूरे शरीर को बनाया, अलग अलग जगह को बनाया अलग अलग काम करने के लिए, लेकिन they're all connected, right? Like for example, if somebody has cancer, what is cancer? Cancer is an abnormal cell which stops the communication between two cells, right? So इतना complicated structure जिसने बनाया वो कितना बुद्धिमान है। उस दिन मुझे समझ में आया, the moment you see beyond matter, you realize the divinity, and that is the Vishmaya Yoga Bhumika. The moment you realize how unique the whole creation is, and that is the moment you are connected with the Creator who created it, right? The Creator, how intelligent He is, how brilliant He is, everything is unique here. And हम क्या बोलते हैं? हमें उनको समझना है, हम भगवान को देखना चाहते, जानना चाहते, समझना चाहते। मुझे तो बड़ा आश्चर्य लगता है कि इतने छोटे से बुद्धि से हम उन तक पहुंच ही नहीं पाएंगे जब तक हम उसके परे नहीं देखेंगे। So that is the Vishmaya Yoga Bhumika. The moment you come into that wonderment, the moment you realize that, wow, this is not what I think. Beyond that, somebody is there who is more, he's much more intelligent. And that moment you're connected with that divinity. So that is the Vishmaya Yoga Bhumika for me. And also I would like to add, Sonji, one more thing. Anything around us, if you see, they are all made up of 5 elements, right? And these 5 elements are permutation, combination, different way we connect them. Now, all this connection happens because of the mind. Swamiji, for example, there's a mobile phone. It came from somebody's mind, a thought. And the moment the thought came, he did some permutation combination with all the 5 elements and he created this. But the thing has come from a thought, right? So the energy is so powerful. Even we are sitting here, me and you, because of somebody had a thought कि उनको बच्चे चाहिए. And then we born. We are here. So ultimately, the energy is so powerful. The energy is so creative. The energy is so unique. And who created that energy and how unique he is.
Wow, amazing, Swamiji, what you have narrated, unbelievable. And I have seen in many comments already we are getting comment, wow. So I think so that yoga is already happening, no, in our discussion also. क्योंकि जैसे आपने इतना सुंदर बताया कि आश्चर्य जब तक आपको नहीं होता तब तक आप सोच के परे नहीं गए हो। कितनी सुंदर बात है, क्योंकि आश्चर्य ही आपको सोच के परे ले जा सकता है, वरना हम तो बुद्धि में अटके हुए, बुद्धि से हर चीज को जज करना चाहते। आपने जिस तरीके से बताया कि एक कोशिका से हमारा पूरा शरीर कैसे बना और इतने करोड़ों अरबों उसके भीतर की कोशिकाओं में, हर एक कोशिका में वो समझ है, वो आत्मनिर्भर भी है और उसको साथ में कैसे काम करना है वो भी समझ में आता है।
Absolutely.
अगर हम सिर्फ ये बात को सोचे तो ही हम सोच के परे निकल जाएंगे। कितनी सुंदर बात है। सोच से सोच के परे निकल जाना ही मुझे लगता है उस ब्रह्मन के साथ, उस चेतना के साथ तादात्म्य हो जाना है। So wonderful, Swamiji, you mentioned this. And so Vismaya Yoga Bhumika, this is basically from some which text you were mentioning? It is you were mentioning, yeah, you are mentioning that story also, na? So
Yeah.
yeah, Shiva Sutra. So it is there in Shiva Sutra. Yeah, Swamiji, we are really interested in knowing that story also. If you can brief little more on that also, it will be very nice.
Sanjay, I would really love to do that, and I'm definitely going to do that. But before that, I'd like to mention a few things, right,
Yeah.
about this
Yes.
Vishma Yoga Bhumika, right? It's very
Okay.
close to my heart, and I really, really love this topic.
Yes.
Um, Sanjay, if you observe all our scripture, that starts with a question,
Right.
right? So in the Upanishad, Gurudev mentioned that Guru has the knowledge, Guru के पास ज्ञान है, लेकिन तब तक वो ज्ञान प्रस्फुटित नहीं होता है, तब तक वो ज्ञान खिलता नहीं है, जब तक एक आग्रही शिष्य नहीं मिलता।
Yes.
जब तक एक आग्रही शिष्य सामने बैठ के गुरु को प्रश्न नहीं पूछते, तब तक वो ज्ञान का प्रस्फुरन नहीं होता है, वो ज्ञान बाहर नहीं आता है, गुरु के पास ही रह जाता है। नाउ ये आग्रही शिष्य क्या है? I was just thinking about it, Swamiji, and there are so many beautiful examples about that disciple. That what are the qualities of a disciple? So the first quality I realized, the disciple never creates any idea in his mind. Like as you mentioned right now, कि हम दुनिया में सब कुछ limited logic से देखना चाहते हैं. We want to understand everything through our limited logic. And that logical mind is created because we perceived something, we understand few things from this life. हमने कुछ धारणा को इकट्ठा किया, उस धारणा के बेस पे हम कुछ और धारणा बनाए अपने मन में, और उस धारणाओं से परे हम नहीं जा पाते, और इसीलिए हम एक नए एवेन्यू ओपन नहीं करते जहां पे हमें सीखने का बहुत सारा मौका मिले. सो ऑलवेज आई ऑब्जर्व दैट किसी भी इंटेलिजेंट व्यक्ति को अगर आपको कुछ सिखाना है तो उसको कंफ्यूज कर दो. When an intelligent person is confused, he will definitely go beyond that, behind that. कि मुझे बताओ ये क्या है, मुझे समझना पड़ेगा. I want to understand it. And without understanding it, I'm not going to leave you.
Right.
This is also connected with the Vishma Yoga Bhumika. That I have a question in my mind, but I don't have an answer or any concept. Like in Bhagavad Gita, there's a beautiful shloka, 5th chapter में शुरू होता है समझी. कहते संन्यासम कर्मणाम कृष्ण पुनर्योगम च संससि यच्छ्रेय एतयोरेकम तन्मे ब्रूहि सुनिश्चितम. अर्जुन बोलते कृष्ण तुम मुझे इतना कंफ्यूज क्यों कर रहे हो? पहले तुमने बोला कर्म करो, फिर तुमने बोला सन्यास में जाओ, अब फिर तुम बोल रहे हो कर्म योगी बनो, एक योगी की तरह कर्म करो. करना क्या है बताओ? Tell me what exactly I'm supposed to do. कौन किससे ज्यादा उच्च है वो मुझे बताओ सबसे पहले. So I always realize this truth. When you come to Guru, when you are in the presence of a Guru, he kindles something inside you, and that is, please tell me, what am I supposed to do? It's not that I want to do this or I want to do that. No, no. Please tell me, what am I supposed to do? What is the truth? Tell me. And Swamiji is such an amazing thing. Gurudev very clearly says, एक शिष्य की सबसे बड़ी क्वालिटी है कि उसमें बुद्धि भी होना चाहिए और आवेग भी होना चाहिए, दोनों होना चाहिए. एक विस्मय भरे हुए मन को अगर हम ध्यान से देखें, एक छोटे बच्चे होते हैं, बहुत सारे विस्मय होते हैं मन में, उसमें बुद्धि भी होता है और आवेग भी होता है, दोनों होते हैं. तो अगर हम विस्मय योग भूमिका को समझने जाए तो सबसे पहले हम ये जरूरी है, आई थिंक इट्स वेरी इंपॉर्टेंट दैट वी हैव टू कीप बोथ द थिंग्स अलाइव. We have to carry both the things. We should have intellect, intelligence, and at the same time, dry nahi hona hai. We should not be, emotionless, right? So the moment we have both together, that is the moment we realize there is something beyond a question. And that's why in Nachiketa's Upanishad, Nachiketa asks, please tell me what is beyond right and wrong. Because we are always caught up in right and wrong. So विस्मय तब तक खिल नहीं सकता है जब तक हम अपने मन में किसी भी चीज में फंसे हुए.
So Swamiji, you mean to say we need to be out of our judgments, right? Because of our intellect, because of our judgments, we are not really able to see the reality. Because of our own concepts, we are not able to reach to that destination where we can feel everything is a wonder.
Absolutely.
मुझे लगता है स्वामी जी आपने बहुत अच्छा कहा कि हमारी धारणाओं ने हमें बांध कर रखा है। हमारी धारणाओं के वजह से हम सत्य को समझ नहीं पाते, देख नहीं पाते, या हम कह सकते हैं हम सत्य की उस स्थिति तक पहुंच नहीं पाते। तो सबसे पहले इन धारणाओं से हमें ऊपर उठना पड़ेगा। हमारे जजमेंट्स जो है दिमाग में, उससे पहले हमें ऊपर उभरना पड़ेगा, तभी जाकर सत्य के आसपास पहुंचा जा सकता है, और तभी सही मायने में आश्चर्य से सब कुछ भरा है ये समझ में आने लगेगा। बहुत सुंदर स्वामी जी। यस
Swamiji, if you observe carefully, a disciple, a भक्त, उनके अंदर भले ही कोई धारणा हो, maybe he has a lot of concept in his mind, but still the devotee has a beautiful quality. He always creates, he is always open for new ideas and new thoughts. Like for example, Arjun was so confused. Arjun asked, स्थितप्रज्ञस्य का भाषा समाधिस्तस्य केशव स्थितधि किम प्रभाषेत किमासित व्रजेत किम। मीन्स भगवान कृष्ण क्या इस दुनिया में रहते हुए कोई स्थिर हो सकता है? अगर है तो दिखता कैसे है, चलते कैसे है, बोलते कैसे है, स्थिर लोग होते कैसे है? अर्जुन ने ऐसा नहीं कहा कि कोई स्थिर नहीं हो सकता है, या अर्जुन ने ऐसा नहीं कहा ऐसे कैसे हो सकता है। अर्जुन ने बोला वो होता कैसा है बताओ। So I think that is the beautiful quality of a devotee. If you really want to understand the Vishmaya Yoga Bhumika, the first important step is that are you ready for something new? Are you ready for a new avenue? Are you ready for a different world? Are you ready to dive into that mystical world which you don't understand but you want to understand? And that's why there is a guru. And that's why Bhagavan Krishna says, Prajahati yada kaman sarvan partha manogatan. Meaning the person who understands his mind, the modulations of his mind, Prajahati yada kaman sarvan partha manogatan atmanneva atmana tushtahu. The person who is happy with himself. So, if I am not happy with myself, and if I don't understand my mind, how am I going to understand Vishmaya Yoga Bhumika? Sawaji, please add something here. I would like to listen to you also.
Very beautifully, you have already narrated this whole thing. If we are not happy with our own self, rest everything is useless. See, many people, we would like to have happiness from the outer things. And we are thinking after reaching to that particular destination, after getting that particular object, person, I am going to be happy. हमें बार बार तो यही लगता रहता है कि एक बार बाहर से कुछ मुझे मिल जाएगा तो मैं खुश हो जाऊंगा, मुझे कोई वस्तु, व्यक्ति, परिस्थिति मिल जाएगा तो मैं खुश हो जाऊंगा। अरे भाई, तुम खुद के साथ ही तुम ही खुशी हो। गुरुजी तो हमेशा कहते हैं, यू आर पीस, यू आर जॉय, आप ही खुशी हो। उसकी अनुभूति अगर नहीं होगी तो विस्मय भी हो नहीं सकता, आश्चर्य भी नहीं हो सकता। बहुत ही आपने सुंदर कहा। स्वामी जी, आप कुछ नचिकेत के बारे में बता रहे थे और उसके बीच में मैंने आपको थोड़ा सा कुछ तो भी डाइवर्ट कर दिया। So we are really eager to know that interesting part that about Nachiketa and the deity of death. No, they are having a conversation. Swamiji, we would like to listen to that conversation. Something you were mentioning.
Definitely. But Swamiji, before that, I have a question for you. मैं आपको एक क्वेश्चन पूछना चाहता हूँ. Sorry, forgive me. मेरा क्वेश्चन ये है कि Swamiji, why this happens to many people, that they are caught up in that limited logic, or they are looking for happiness from outside. Why? Or why there are few brave people, they want to cross this matrix called samsara and they want to go beyond this matrix. Why this is happening? What is the reason behind that?
Very interesting questions, Swamiji. And I think so from childhood, I don't know, we have evolved, we have developed our concepts.
Absolutely.
And through our ignorance, maybe you can say, agyan, I will say, ki because of our ignorance, we started thinking something like that. With certain things, it is going to make me happy or make me miserable. So this is the development of either of because of my ignorance और अज्ञान से मैंने ये धारणा बना ली या क्या पता नहीं, लेकिन ये आहिस्ते आहिस्ते हुआ। बचपन में तो हम बहुत खुश हुआ करते थे, हमें ऐसे कुछ नहीं था कि ये पर्टिकुलर चीज ही हमको खुशी देती थी, नॉर्मली हम खुश रहते थे। फिर अचानक ऐसे क्या हो गया कि जैसे हमारी उम्र बढ़ती गई, हमें लगने लगा कि एक व्यक्ति ही हमको खुशी दे सकता है या पर्टिकुलर कोई ऑब्जेक्ट ही हमको खुशी दे सकता है। ये कैसे डेवलप हुआ? मुझे लगता है ये अज्ञान हमने आहिस्ते आहिस्ते जमा कर लिया। मुझे तो इग्नोरेंस या अज्ञान एक बहुत बड़ा रीजन लगता है स्वामी जी इसका। आपका भी इसके ऊपर डेफिनेटली हम सुनना चाहेंगे।
Swamiji, again, Vishmaya Yoga Bhumika. Again, there is a Vishmaya. You know what happened? I was thinking about it. मैं ये समझ सोच रहा था, and I realized that this sansar is so intelligent.
Yeah.
So if you see, there are 5 aspects of reality. There are 5 aspects of reality. Asti, Bhati, Priti, Nama, Rupa. Right? Asti, Bhati, Priti are the qualities of the soul, the Chetana, and Nama, Rupa is the sansar. So we enjoy the sansar through light and sound, right? Okay. Everything we understand about the sansara through light and sound. Now, the sansar को चलने के लिए संसार अपने तरीके से कुछ create किया है, and that is called Maya. Okay. जब तक माया नहीं रहेगा, संसार नहीं चलेगा. Maya means illusion. It's like a television. Television is selling your dreams, but they are not there. Right? When you open the television, you see all the nice things which you dream about. That you put this cream and you're going to be so fair. You put this oil and you will have a head full of hair. So all these things are dreams. They are all illusion. These are not there. So like this, the sansara is selling us all the illusions because the sansara need to move. संसार को चलने के लिए जरूरी है. इसीलिए जब बचपन से ना, कितना सुंदर है स्वामी जी, बचपन में एक बच्चा जब गिर जाता है, माँ जमीन को मारते हैं और बचपन से उसको सिखाते हैं कि तुम्हारा कोई गलती नहीं, सारे गलती दूसरों का है. You are not responsible for anything. The rest of the people are responsible for everything what is happening in your life. So he blames or she blames everybody for her misery or his misery. And at the same time, हमें मिलता है, तुम अच्छे से पढ़ाई करोगे तो चॉकलेट मिलेगा, तुम ये करोगे तो वो मिलेगा, ये नहीं खाना नहीं खाओगे तो कोई भूत आ जाएगा. So every time our mind, we are running it outside because from the childhood we are taught, we got this knowledge कि सब कुछ बाहर से आता है. Right. So nobody ever taught us that, hello, you can be happy with yourself. You can be happy, you can be contented with yourself, but nobody ever told us. Everybody told us, if you get this, you are going to be happy. If you get that, you are going to be contented. If you get that, you are going to be, blissful. So, बचपन से ये संसार हमें ऐसे एक एजुकेशन सिस्टम में डाल दिए है जहां पे हम सब लोग फंस गए, and we don't know how to come back. And that is the Vishmaya. We are caught up with this matter. And Swamiji, if you ask me, according to me, what is sannyas, what is vairagya, what is dispassion, I would like to define it. This is the way. When you are caught up with the matter is changing. And when the matter is changing, your mind is also changing. Your emotions, your happiness, and everything is changing because the matter is changing. Right. For example, if I love my mobile so much and I'm attached to it, the moment I break this mobile or something happens to that, I'm not going to be happy. So my understanding of Vairagya is the moment you detach your mind from the matter and connect your mind with energy, that is Vairagya, because energy is constant, it's not changing. Neither be created, not be destroyed. But the moment your mind is connected with the matter, your mind is ups and downs, it's going through turmoils. So that is the dispassion according to me. That coming back to the energy, and again, Vishmaya Yoga Bhumika, the moment you come back to the energy, the moment you come back to yourself, you realize, wow, everything is there, what I'm looking for outside. Anything you want to add, Swamiji?
बहुत ही सुंदर आपने कहा कि जब हम अपनी स्रोत के और लौट जाएंगे, स्वामी जी जैसे धारा और राधा कहते हैं, गुरुजी ने बहुत सुंदर कहा, धारा का मतलब ओरिजिन से जो दूर जाता है,
राइट,
एंड राधा का मतलब जो वापस अपने स्रोत की ओर लौट आता है. So whenever we are coming back to our own source, you will find there is only that wonders. Everything you will find. Oh, Vismay. Vismay is so beautiful word, Swamiji. Wonder,
Absolutely.
I don't think wonder is the right translation for Vismay. Vismay is like a beautiful bubbling expression of that wonderment. It is not only a mere translation of something. Vismay is like a vibrant expression, what I feel. कि विस्मय योग, जैसे विस्मय हो गया, आपका योग हो गया, आप उस सोर्स के साथ, उसके साथ तादात्म्य हो गए. बहुत ही सुंदर. और स्वामी जी, ये कॉन्वर्सेशन से ही हमको बहुत विस्मय हो रहा है कि ये सारी बातें हम जो कर रहे हैं. एंड काफी सारे लोगों का आप अगर कमेंट्स में देखोगे तो मुझे लगता है, मुझे जो महसूस हो रहा है, जो भी ये कॉन्वर्सेशन हमारा देख रहा है, हर किसी के मन में यही भाव होगा. स्वामी जी, फिर से एक बार मैं थोड़ा सा क्यूरियस हूँ
Yes,
स्टोरी
yes, yes,
के बारे
yes,
में.
yes.
स्वामी जी, आई
Nachiketa.
एम रियली क्यूरियस अबाउट ऑल द स्टोरीज what you were narrating in between. So if you can put some light on that, it
Sure,
will be
sure,
very nice.
sure.
Maybe the Nachiketa story. I am really eager to know about that story.
Sure, Swamiji, sure. So, Swamiji, the Nachiketa story is very interesting story, very good story, amazing thing, and a lot of things to learn from that story, and that is the Kathopanishad. So, there are 5 great secrets in our scriptures. This is there are 5 great secrets. माने 5 महारहस्य हैं. जन्म रहस्य, the secret of birth. मृत्यु रहस्य, the secret of death. Mantra rahasya, the secret behind the mantras. And then comes Prakriti rahasya, the secret behind this nature, who created this nature, where from it has come. And then Raj rahasya. Raj rahasya is very interesting. कि कैसे कोई सिंहासन के बगल में खड़े होके उसकी तरफ देख देख के भी राजा नहीं बन पाते, और कोई चाय बेचते बेचते स्टेशन में राजा बन जाते. So it's such an amazing thing. So ये 5 महारहस्य को कोई समझ नहीं पाता, ऐसा कहा गया. So यहाँ पे स्टोरी शुरू होती है. So there was a very noble person, एक बहुत ही अच्छे साधक थे. He was a great sadhak and his name was Vajashravas. So Vajashravas was famous because he loves to give food to everybody. Vajashravas इसलिए famous थे कि वो सबको भोजन कराना पसंद करते थे. And it was his passion. उनको मजा आता था. Nobody could go from his door without having food. And sometimes he used to feed the whole city, whole village. So Vajashravas का एक बहुत बड़ा इच्छा होता था कि सबको भोजन कराए, और कोई उनके दरवाजे से भूखा नहीं जा पाते थे. कभी-कभी तो पूरे शहर को भोजन कराते थे. And Vajashravas had one 8 years old son, Nachiketa. Vajashravas के एक 8 साल का बेटा था Nachiketa. बच्चों के मन बहुत ही डिफरेंट होते हैं. अगर आप याद करें हमारे बचपन, हम कुछ भी, हमारा अपना एक दुनिया होता था. We would have our own world, right? In that world, we could create anything and everything. The cows are flying, the fish is doing something else, somersault, the monkeys are swimming, something like that. So, बच्चों के मन में वो सब चीजें नहीं होता है जो बड़ों के मन में होता है. They don't bother about all these things which we are bothered and we are scared of. So Nachiketa was so proud of his father. Nachiketa was very proud of his father, and he used to think that my father is giving food to everybody, but I will do one more thing. I'll make everybody happy. I'll win their heart. That was his focus from childhood. And in our country, there was a tradition, there was a beautiful concept. And that concept has, it's different from the other countries, the Western countries. The Western countries, the concept is that if you want to win somebody, you have to defeat that person. Like, अगर आप किसी को जीतना है तो उसको हराना पड़ेगा. But in our country, they used to say कि कभी किसी को हरा के उसके दोस्त नहीं बन सकते. You will never be friendly. You will never be able to win his heart if you defeat that person or if you make that person feel insecure. तो हमारे देश में क्या कहते थे, किसी को जीतना है तो उसके हृदय को जीतो. So Vajashravas thought he will do a havan, a yajna. And those days there was one famous havan yajna that is called Vishwajit Yajna, where they invite everybody and they give gift to everybody. They win their heart. उनके हृदय को जीत लेते हैं. So when that Havan, the Yajna started, every Havan had three different parts. One is called Deva Puja, honoring those unseen, unmanifest energy जो दिखते नहीं है उसी ऊर्जा को सम्मान करना, विश्वमय योग भूमिका. And then comes Sangati Karan, सबको इकट्ठा करना. And then comes Dan karna, dana, giving things to everybody, whatever you have. You have a beautiful smile, spread it. You have knowledge, give it to everybody. You have something else, you have a lot of money, okay, give some portion to others. So Vajrashravas also thought that he will do this again. He started the day. Nachiketa was very happy because that was his dream, that I want to win every heart, I want to give everybody whatever they need. And that was his idea of doing something good. But during that Havan, Nachiketa observed that his father is donating everything to everybody, but suddenly he realized that his father is giving some old cows. Those cows, they don't give milk and they don't have calf. एक से कुछ बूढ़े गाय दान कर रहे हैं, ना जिनके बछड़े हैं, ना जो दूध देते हैं. Now, this Nachiketa, 8 years old boy, got confused. कि मेरे पिताजी इतने अच्छे से इतना जुक कर रहे हैं, आखिर में जाके ये गलती क्यों कर रहे हैं? Why is doing this silly mistake? Why is giving those cows to every somebody and these cows are good for nothing? Now पिताजी को तो पुण्य नहीं मिलेगा. So Nachiketa thought that I have to do something now. So he went to his father and he asked, Father, you love me so much. Now whom you are going to give me? You are giving everything to everybody. Now you have to give me also to somebody. You have to donate me. मुझे किसको दोगे? But father was so much into that Havan and so busy, and Nachiketa was troubling him so much. So he got angry and he said, I give it you to the death. मैं तुम्हें मृत्यु के देवता को देता हूं. Because Vajrashravas was a sadhak, and Vajrashravas also was Nachiketa's guru, and Nachiketa thought, if my guru wants me to go to the death, and that will give him all the punya, what he wants from the yajna, then why not? Let me go to the death. And Nachiketa died. And from here, Nachiketa went to the door of death. मृत्यु के दरवाजे पे पहुंचे. But the Lord of Death told him that no, this is not your time. You go back. You have to go back. You are here because of your father's, wish or your father's word. But you have to go back because this is not your time to come. But Nachiketa said, no, my father is my guru, and he told me to go to the death. So I will not go back. I am going to stand here. So 3 days, Nachiketa was standing at the door of death. मृत्यु के दरवाजे पे नचिकेता खड़े रहे 3 दिन, बिना विचलित हुए, without anything in his mind. And after 3 days, the Lord of Death himself comes to Nachiketa. मृत्यु के देवता खुद नचिकेता के पास आते और पूछते, हे भाई तुम हो कौन? Who are you? I have never seen anybody. I told you to go back, but you are still standing here because your guru, your father told you to come here. Such a devoted heart. Come inside. I want to talk to you. So Yam Nachiketa ko apne paas le gaye and asked him, Nachiketa, tell me, what do you want? So Nachiketa says, if you really want to give me something, please bless my father. क्योंकि एक ज्ञानी व्यक्ति के लिए, एक साधक के लिए गुस्सा उनके लिए सबसे बड़ा बाधा है. So I want you to remove all the angers from my father's mind. Yama was so happy. He said, wow, look at his heart. इस बच्चे का डेथ हुआ है फादर के कारण और पहला वर पिता के लिए मांग रहे हैं. How beautiful. Your mind is so pure. Now tell me, what do you want? And Nachiketa asked, something we always heard about, we always hear about heaven. There is a place, there is no death, there is no sorrow, there is no misery. क्या ऐसा कुछ जगह है दुनिया में? अगर ऐसा है तो कहाँ पे है, कैसा है, वहां पे कैसे जाते हैं? And then the Lord of Death explained to him how to reach heaven. And again, Lord of Death was so happy. See, it's so beautiful. अगर एक योग्य शिष्य मिलता है तो गुरु भी बड़े खुश होते हैं. He wants to give more and more and more. So Lord of Death asked him, what else you want? Tell me. I'm so happy with you. And Nachiketa says, please tell me the secret of death. I want to know what happens after death. Some people say that nothing is there after death. It's just chemistry, all dissolves. But some people say something is there after death. I want to know the truth. Tell me what happens after death. So this is the conversation between Nachiketa and Yamraj in Kathopanishad. I'm sorry, Swamiji. I think I took a lot of time.
No, स्वामी जी, इट वाज सो इंटरेस्टिंग, बहुत ही अच्छा रहा। तो आपने अभी जो हमें कहानी बताई वो कठ उपनिषद से जुड़ी हुई है, राइट?
Right, Swamiji.
तो गुरुजी ने भी कठोपनिषद के ऊपर बहुत सुंदर कमेंट्री दिया हुआ है। मुझे ऐसे लगता है कि दोज हु आर वाचिंग अस हियर एंड इफ यू आर नो हैविंग द इंटरेस्ट रिगार्डिंग दिस स्टोरी, so definitely you all should listen to Guruji's commentary on Katha Upanishad. And स्वामी जी, आप भी बीच बीच में ऐसे कुछ करते रहते हैं, हमने सुना है। So you all can be in touch with Swami ji also, and you can follow Swami ji's Facebook page or whatever YouTube channel if you are having Swami ji. So you can definitely be in touch with Swami ji. So you can also come to know if he is conducting any programs or any sessions on all such interesting topics. Swamiji, I know 45 minutes is really a short time, and you are having many more things which can definitely we can discuss here, and we would like to invite you for more sessions here, Swamiji. कि
Sure.
ये एक सेशन में पूरे होने जैसा नहीं है। आपके पास जो खजाना है, आपके पास जो दिलचस्प बातें हैं, हम उसको बार बार सुनना चाहेंगे, हम उसके बारे में और जानना चाहेंगे। तो स्वामी जी, हम सबसे ये रिक्वेस्ट है आपको कि आप कृपया इसके बाद भी ऐसे ही इन इंटरेस्टिंग टॉपिक्स के साथ हमारे साथ रूबरू होने के लिए आया कीजिए। हमको बहुत अच्छा लग रहा है, बहुत सारे कमेंट्स ऑलरेडी उसी से जुड़े हुए हम देख भी रहे हैं। यस, डेफिनेटली वी विल कॉल स्वामी जी अगेन एंड अगेन हियर, and he is like a ocean, and we can definitely listen many more such wonderful things from him. And स्वामी जी, बहुत अच्छा लगा। स्वामी जी, जाते जाते हम ये चाहते हैं कि एक कोई ऐसा विचार आप बताइए जिसके ऊपर हम थोड़ा सा मनन कर सके आज जाते जाते। We would like to listen one very interesting thought from you, no, which can really uplift us no in upcoming our life, and definitely we can think over it. तो एक कोई बहुत सुंदर विचार हम आपसे सुनना चाहेंगे, जानना चाहेंगे। यस स्वामी जी।
So Swamiji, always this shloka, this Bhagavad Gita shloka fascinates me. It always gives me a lot of answers, and that shloka is a beautiful, simple shloka. Bhagavan Krishna says, Sri Bhagavan Uvacha, Asamsayam Mahabaho Mano Durnigraham Chalam. There is no doubt the mind is full of mystery. Asamsayam Mahabaho Mano Durnigraham Chalam. Vairagyan Asamsayam Mahabaho Mano Durnigraham Chalam. Abhyasena tu kaunteya vairagyena cha grinnate. He says, if you want to understand this mind, you have to apply two things, abhyasa and vairagya. So I want to put this thought in everybody's mind. Please do some introspection. What is abhyasa, what is practice, and what is vairagya? Now, I want to give you one more thing. If you do something again and again, after some time you feel bored, and that is not abhyasa. So what is the definition of abhyasa according to you? If you feel bored, that is not abhyasa. If you do it out of force, that is not abhyasa. Abhyasa is what you do, what comes from inside. It's a self-implemented discipline. So what is abhyasa and what is vairagya? Start thinking about it, and how through abhyasa and vairagya you can go beyond the mind.
What a wonderful thought, Swamiji. Thank you very much. Many viewers are asking. Yes, definitely you will find all this beautiful conversation either on VDS, our page, Vedic Dharma Sansthan Facebook page. You will find this on my YouTube channel also. So just go and search Swami Vaishampayan इस YouTube चैनल पे। इससे पहले के भी बहुत जो दिलचस्प कॉन्वर्सेशन है वो वहां पे है। मेरे YouTube चैनल पे मैं बहुत इंटरेस्टिंग कुछ वीडियोस भी बनाकर डालता हूं जो ज्ञान से जुड़े हुए छोटे छोटे, एक नारायण सीरीज कुछ मैंने बनाया हुआ है। यू ऑल शुड वॉच, डेफिनेटली यू ऑल विल लाइक। एंड स्वामी जी, वंस अगेन थैंक यू वेरी मच फ्रॉम बॉटम ऑफ आवर हार्ट। आप यहाँ पर आए एंड हम आपको दोबारा बुलाएंगे ऐसे ही किसी दिलचस्प टॉपिक के साथ, ऐसे ही विस्मय के साथ हम आपसे बातचीत करेंगे। हम सबको बहुत अच्छा लगेगा। धन्यवाद स्वामी जी, थैंक यू
Swamiji.
वेरी मच.
Swamiji, I'm grateful to you for this invitation. Thank you so much. Thank you, everybody, and grateful to everybody.
जय गुरुदेव.